Yo, what is up, everyone? Jonathan here, aka Johnny. How's everyone doing today? My little goobers. What's going on, y'all? A little excited today, not gonna lie. Things have been looking up quite a bit. I do got my game channel finally going, and I think I mentioned that in the last video. But if you haven't, I'll have it in. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave it in the link. I'll leave a link in the description for you guys to go look at. Question of the day. I walked into work today. It's exactly what my boss asked me. All right, y'all ready? Question of the day. Would you rather be gay in a straight world or straight in a gay world? Leave it in the comments below. I'm not going to give you my answer to that question. Maybe after I see some replies. Then we'll see. But back to the discussion of the video. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you guys are doing great. I've been playing quite a bit of Dark Tide recently. Man, is that game freaking hectic, dude. I got a couple clips on my I have 2 games recorded on my game channel if you guys are interested, or if you guys are curious about that game, because I do play it quite a bit. One Piece. The One Piece is real, guys. ELBAPH has just premiered. First episode is out. Holy smokes, is that shit absolutely beautiful. Oh my god. It's a good day to be a One Piece fan, am I right, guys? I'm not gonna get too much into the nitty-gritty regarding One Piece. I don't want to spoil anyone, you know? Especially if you haven't watched One Piece. Go and watch the One Piece. It's too long, bro. Oh my god, bro. Shut your ass up. Anyway. Yeah, pardon the outburst, but I'm low-key so tired of hearing that. It's just like, you know, I'm not gonna get into that, but yikes. One Piece is just such a good show, and people are taking it for granted. And if you haven't watched it, I would recommend it. It's good. Enough One Piece. I do want to mention something that happened to me at work today. This lady came up to me, right? And she's a deaf lady. No, not is she? I think she was like either mute or deaf, but she was trying to like, she was asking for a plunger, right? I'm looking at her straight in the face. I'm like, okay. She couldn't exactly ask me for a plunger though. She's either mute or deaf, one of the two. But she's trying to do like these hand signs, and I don't know if she's doing like actual hand signs, you know, for the people who can't speak or hear. But she was doing like the craziest movements, you know, like the movement you do when you're using a plunger. Well, yeah, you got to understand how this looks like to me. Okay, I'm in the middle of work. I'm locked in, right? I'm over here fucking 100 items in, trying to shop for someone's order, and then this random lady comes up to me, doing like these hand signs, and she didn't exactly say she wanted a plunger, so I'm trying to figure out what she wants. You know, she's over here doing those like devious movements, those up and down movements, as I should say, as you would do with the plunger. You know, and she's just looking at me doing that. So like I'm just looking at her and I'm like, huh? What are you looking for? You know, and then she proceeds to like squat a little bit like a toilet. I think she's trying to reference a toilet. I'm pretty sure. Dude, this shit was like the funniest interaction ever. I don't know how to. I can't, bro. You gotta imagine it. This shit was hilarious. But you know, I'm over here with the I show speed face, of course. You know, trying not to laugh, and I'm just like, of course, when she did the little squat, I figured it out. I'm like, oh, is she trying to like take a shit? And I'm like, oh, a plunger. Like, what else are you doing those movements for? You know, surely it's not like anything else, right? So, but yeah, that was just like a super awkward interaction I had at work today, and I feel like I should share that with you guys. I thought it was pretty funny. To the people who have been watching my past videos, thank you, and any new subscribers, welcome. If you have any ideas for anything you want to see or anything you want to know, story wise, I'll be willing to make a video out of it. I'm gonna be making a personal shopper part 2. So if you haven't seen personal shopper part 1, personal shopper experience, which I will give you a brief explanation. Personal shopper is a job position at Walmart, and that's where I work, and that's what I do. It could be a various amount of things, you know, but I will emphasize the main thing I do, which is shopping for people's orders online. And yeah, there's just like quite a bit of things I want to share with you guys still that I haven't. That last video is pretty middle, like 10 minutes, and I only share like 2 or 3 experiences, and maybe how like some of my coworkers are, or like what we do and stuff and all that. But I'm gonna go more into the nitty gritty. I'm gonna dive deep into the meat and potatoes of that conversation. Another video you want to look out for is Tarkov. If you don't know anything about Tarkov, that's fine. If it's not your cup of tea, that's absolutely okay. But I'm most likely gonna make a part 2 of that as well, and that is my highest watched video right now. So I do want to explain more. I've been through quite a bit in Tarkov, and some of my buddies have seen my last video, and they're like, "Yo, what about this? Yo, what about that? Dude, I cannot believe you forgot this. That was hilarious." And I'm like, "Oh shoot, you're right." You know. Same could be said for the personal shopper video as well. I have coworkers and friends who've seen it, and they're like, "Yo, you missed some things," you know, like even explaining all the intricacies of it, you know. And that's true. I missed out on some of like the fine details. I missed out on some major events in my local area, like what do they call it? Like a hurricane that happened, and everything was going to shit. But I'll show the receipts and talk about it in another video. It'll most likely be personal shopper part 2. So if you are trying to see that, of course, put a thumbs up in the comments. What else? Yeah, I also want to know how you guys have been, you know, like whoever I haven't talked to in a while, whoever I haven't seen. If you're from my Instagram, I probably know you personally, so feel free to be in the comments and talk to me. You know, I'll definitely respond if I see you guys are commenting and stuff. Another thing I want to bring up is recently I found out my brother. I did mention I like Pokemon in one of my past videos, and my brother, yes, my brother, he didn't collect. He doesn't really collect Pokemon. He did a long time ago, back when like X and Y Evolutions was out, and they had like the Mega set, which is I also talked about in a past video how I like collecting those. Yeah, he doesn't really collect too much, and I seen he had a bunch of like product on his story recently, so I'm like, whoa, what's he doing with all that? You know, like I got my heart skipped a beat. I got a little scared, you know. So yeah, I do a little bit of digging, and lo and behold, he became something very disliked in the Pokemon community. It would be considered treason in the Pokemon collector community and any card collector community. Bro's a scalper. I'm just saying he's a scalper now. And yeah, and I was absolutely devastated. I'm like, ain't no way he's a scalper now. Ain't no way he's like buying product and reselling it. And the thing is, it's working. Oh my god, bro. You guys got to stop buying from these scalpers, bro. The sooner we stop buying from these scalpers, they'll give up, bro. I'm telling you. Everything will go back to normal. We'll be able to buy everything at market price in stores. Because I tell you, man, I work at Walmart, so I would know. Nothing. These people are straight camping for that. They're like watching the restockers, just like waiting, like freaking, oh, like they're gonna pounce on them and freaking take everything. And my buddy, who's a collector, low-key buys everything. But there's a difference between scalping to like buying to resell and buying as a collector, you know. Because it's mainly a kid's hobby, you know. And I know 2026 is starting to become an adult hobby, and not a lot of kids are able to even get their hands on some, let alone even see it, you know, in person. It's gonna end up being legendary folktale, you know. Back in my day, an ETB used to be $30. Nah, to get an ETB these days, it's like definitely 100 or two, which is redonkulous. Cause holy crap, I remember back in like 2020 when I first started working at Walmart, like 2020 to 2022, somewhere around there. I used to just like walk outside of my department, grab an ETB that was like $30, maybe less, and there we go. I'd just take it home and open it. But no, I actually completely stopped collecting Pokemon because of that reason. I don't have money to be spending like that anymore, you know? And to be honest, I do, but I have more important matters. I have more important things to spend that money on now these days, and it's just ridiculous. No hate on my brother. I know he follows me, I think, and he's probably gonna see this video. If he doesn't, that's also fine. But yeah, it's just devastating to see how popular that's become. And Pokemon is definitely something. It's something I grew up with. I've collected. I've watched it. I've done Pokemon Go for like the longest time, but I stopped Pokemon Go too because prices are insane, man. Like I spent way too much money on Pokemon Go. I'm telling you, I cannot anymore. And the amount of money I was spending on that shit was just like redonkulous as well. So no more Pokemon Go for me. I wanted to maybe do like IRL videos, like for example, they had the mega event a little while back where you could get Pokemon, and most local areas have events that you can go to, you know, like everyone's grouping up to raid the boss, to raid the big Pokemon, you know, to jump the Mega Charizard. Everyone needs the Mega Charizard, so we got to squad up for that shit. It's ridiculous. You need like 50 people. But I feel like that would have been a good video, but I didn't go because I stopped playing Pokemon Go. It's too expensive. I'm not wasting money, so that money's going to you guys now. It's going to my setup. It's going to everything I have, and at least like setup wise, to make sure I could put out videos. Maybe here and there, honestly. Like if I have a little bit of extra cash, I'll probably buy a Pokemon box or like a booster pack, maybe. But very rarely now, because even booster packs are like damn near $10 now, and it's just a far cry from what it used to be. It was definitely half of that, you know, at some point. But yeah, I won't stress on it. I sold most of my cards that I had anyway, made a good profit off of them. Shout out to my buddy Gustavo. He doesn't follow me because he doesn't watch YouTube. His brother does follow me, so maybe he'll see this. You know, shout out my buddy Eddie, my little goat. But where was I? But yeah, I used to go with my buddy Gustavo. I used to go with some of my coworkers. We used to like squad up and go raid on Pokemon Go, but that's just something I don't do no more because it's too expensive. Which is why I explained in my introvert video that everything is gonna be in it. The fact that everything is indoors and online now is flaring my introvertism. It's flaring it. Like it makes me not want to go anywhere. It makes me not want to go out. Everything's too freaking expensive, and it's just I'm done. Maybe I'll go out every once in a while, or I'll take the lady out to go watch a movie. We're definitely gonna go watch. Me and my boys, we're definitely gonna go watch that Backrooms movie. If you haven't seen the Backrooms trailer, you should, because that movie looks very interesting, and I'm a sucker for good movies. More like I'm a sucker for horror movies. I like horror movies, but it could also be a bad movie. It could also be a good bad movie. A bad movie that's pretty good, you know? Or no, that's not how you say it. A bad movie that's good because it's funny how bad it is, you know? It could be like that. Speaking of horror, FNAF 1 and 2 were pretty good movies. 1 was okay. 2 is a far cry from 1. That shit is way better. At least in my opinion. I think they really came quite a bit of ways from FNAF 1. Like with the puppet and all that. I'm not going to get in too deep. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. I know it's been out for a minute already, but yeah, FNAF 1 and 2. FNAF is like one of my favorite games as well. You know, if y'all want to see that on the channel, maybe I'll put that on the gaming channel. FNAF 1, FNAF 2, FNAF 3. Honestly, I've played FNAF 4. It's really good, but I think I've said in a past videos that I don't do too well with horror, like horror games. You know, the pop-ups really like they really get me. I'm not gonna lie. Like it'll be like 2 a.m. and I decided, lo and behold, I decided to play a horror game, and yeah, you just hear a grown man screaming in the middle of the night, and that doesn't buy too well, especially with my girlfriend. She'll get mad. Um, which is why I like Lethal Company. Lethal Company is like a lukewarm horror. It's more like a fun horror, and I like Lethal Company. It's just like pretty perfect amount of horror, and it's fun. You can play it with friends. I'm working on maybe getting Lethal Company videos on here, maybe, but um, for those of you watching this video, you'll be the first to know that most of my videos on the game channel are gonna likely be Darktide. Hopefully it's something I could get you into. If it's not, that's fine. I'll post other games eventually, but that's just what I'm really into right now. And I'm really like pretty tight with the Darktide community. I'm in the server, like their official community server, and I talk with the people there, and they're funny. I like them. So, which is why I've been playing a lot of Darktide recently, because playing with some buddies. So, but eventually I'm probably gonna start getting into Borderlands 4, possibly. Maybe not right now. We might have something else in store. My buddy did just gift it to me, so most likely I'll probably record some gameplay, but it's not gonna be nothing too crazy. Just gonna stick to Darktide for a bit, maybe some Space Marine. What else do we got here? If Deadlock does well, maybe I'll record a video or two. If I record a good video. But I probably won't though. Deadlock is just one of those games for me. I just can't click with it. I've already said that in a past video, but in case you didn't see that one, Deadlock is just like my poison. It's just like one hero shooter that I could not really click with. I even clicked with Marvel Rivals for a minute, but yeah, I stopped playing a lot of FPS or like competitive games, really, to be honest. They're not really fun to me anymore. I guess you could just say I'm fucking trash. It's whatever. But I don't care because I play what I want. So my buddy Roger says to embrace it, and it's like I could embrace it, but like I don't know about you guys, but I actually feel bad when I'm doing dog shit in like a ranked game, or like, you know, just pubs in general. I actually feel really bad for my team. I'm holding them back, you know, they're actually trying to win. Most pubs in games like that aren't really serious anyway. They don't really take the game that serious, you know. Pubs and quick matches are just for like fuck arounds, I guess, you know, most of the time. But you'll be surprised. There's people who do take that shit serious, and I feel like those are the type of people that I can't really click with too well, because I don't know, if it's not a game I put a lot of time into and I'm like really like at least adequate at, I probably won't really give it much attention. I won't play it too much. What else do I want to talk about here? I do want to thank anyone new again who is new to the channel, and welcome. If you're here for Darktide, feel free to go check out my other channel. I know I have some people who I've played with. Actually, I do want to call those people out. I've played with some people recently in Darktide who follow my channel, so special thanks to those guys. You guys are awesome, and I hope you guys stick around for the long run. Yeah, if you guys are seeing this video, those guys who followed me when we were playing Darktide the other day, if you want the Discord, so maybe we could play again one of these days, or if you're in the Darktide official community Discord, feel free to comment. Feel free to comment, and I'll talk to you personally. We could try to work something together, because those games are awesome. I'm glad I had a chance to post them. You know, my fucking friend recently, oh, this little chud, bro, he decided to absolutely spoil me something regarding One Piece of all things, bro. This guy knows how much I love One Piece. He knows how much I love watching it. I don't read it. All right, I'm not a reader. Okay, I'm not shitting on readers or anything. The manga's cool as fuck, but I'm not. I like watching it, and I like the hype, waiting for the episodes to release. Okay, I don't like being spoiled. And he said the absolute most devious thing he could possibly say. I don't know if it's true. I'm not gonna even say it's. I'm not gonna say anything in this video. I don't want to spoil anyone else who actually cares. You know, if you don't care, then you don't care. But in case you do care, I'm not gonna say nothing. I will say though, he says a certain person is no longer in the story no more, and he made it pretty obvious who it was, and it really got my gears grinding. You know what I mean? It really got me rolling. And I've asked him plenty of times, like, "You're serious, bro? Are you playing?" He's like, it is what it is. It is what it is. I can't really exactly say what he said because it kind of gives it away, but he didn't deny it, so I'm guessing it's true, and I'm guessing he just fucking spoiled the shit out of me. And this character in particular, I'm really fond to. It's kind of like a Jiraiya moment, you know, and you find out, or when you're watching the episode and Jiraiya dies, and then you see that Naruto finds out eventually. That's me. I'm Naruto, and I found out Jiraiya died, and I'm really sad. But you know, when I get my hands on you, it's over. But you know who you are. Anyway, aside from that fact, sorry for the little rant there. If he's watching this video, I want him to know that shit really, that shit really got to me. If his motive was to rage bait me, then objective complete. Officially rage baited. All right, but beside that fact, I've been playing quite a bit of Monster Hunter, as you can see in the background here. I like Monster Hunter. This in particular is Monster Hunter Rise. You'll probably see some monsters in my other channel. I'm probably gonna kill some monsters with my buddy, and, you know, get some clips or get some gameplay like this, you know, of me killing some of the monsters, so you guys can see the game for yourself. I've tried to put on some of my coworkers, but you know, it just doesn't click with them. A lot of the games I play, I see don't really click with my coworkers too well. They're like, they just, you know, I don't know. They just don't like the games I play. And then some of them do, but then again, the ones who actually do play the games I play never play with me. So yeah, that's conflicting in a way. It's a little interesting, but and I know some of them follow me here. So if you're seeing this video, no hate or anything. This is just a rant video, and yeah, I gotta brainstorm more ideas and stuff to talk about, because 2 videos ago I was stumped, and I was, you know, kind of getting cooked on what to talk about, you know. But then I told myself, you know what? Just gotta hit that record button and start yapping, which is what I did. And I hope you guys like this video, because I'm talking to you guys as if you're right in front of me, you know? This is me, Johnny, at its fullest, at my fullest. So if you know me IRL, then think of this as talking to me like as if I was there, you know? And yeah, I just mainly wanted to talk about recent events, what's been going on, you know? Thank everyone who's new, by the way. If you're new and you're watching this, I love you. And I hope you guys stick around. That's it for this video. Have a great day. Cheers.